Still can't believe you think Clemson actually is going to win that game.
Yeah.
You're going to have to sacrifice some live animals.
Oh, whatever. Clemson's in the top 5 in offense and defense. LSU is in like top 25 in defense. I think we're going to score on them. You'll see.
You told me that LSU wasn't going to be the national champions. You told me that when I told you that LSU was the team to watch this year.
Yeah, but you said Clemson wouldn't make it neither.
I told you that Clemson would beat Ohio State.
Fair enough.
Because Ohio State's just like Clemson. They hadn't played anybody. You don't know who Clemson or Ohio State's going to play. You don't know how they're going to play until they get into the championship because they got weak conferences. And that's not saying anything bad against Clemson. It's just the fact. So right. I hope Clemson wins. I don't want them to win because my Facebook, I got a bunch of crazy ass friends that act crazy on Facebook. So I really would like for Clemson to win, but I don't think it's going to happen. Let me just say it like that. Okay? I'm a realist. I'm a supporter. I don't believe in thinking outside.
Colin says you have not.
I told y'all, didn't I? How many times did I call them up? And then as soon as I said remove them from, I need you to call. Russians. It's the Russians.
Is this y'all's first time to have Mr. McClure?
Close the door. Where is Oconee? I called them up and I said, as soon as I remove them, they're gonna call in. And now I got to redo my. It's a conspiracy.
You need a Snickers.
You need to be quiet, Jay. See? Now I got to do everything over again.
Oh, mercy.
I wish I had my TVs lined up. Can you see if I'm getting that done?
I'm not that high up.
Okay. There's Oconee.
Wonderful.
All right, now we're on board.
Thank you.
All right.
Yep. Screen to track. Volumes are.
Thank you.
Yep.
Okay. So there's the board, and why have I got half of this board over here? There. Okay, hopefully y'all can see everybody now. And my name is Hubert, if you don't know me. How many, Mr. Griffin, have you had me before?
No, sir.
Okay. I know 2 of y'all up there at easily have had me. Anybody else? 3, 4? Okay. How about Pendleton? I can only see 4 of y'all. So, okay, 2 of y'all. Oh, so y'all came back. Wow. I didn't expect y'all to come back. Actually, y'all were the ones that talked, didn't you?
No.
Oh, you didn't? Okay. Well, I hope the other ones are having fun in that 1:30 class that I told them not to take. But anyway, there's my number. If you want to Skype in, we're going to talk about that. There's the Tri-County Tech number. They have job security, so don't call down there with attitude. They'll give you an attitude back. And there is the 188 number for MyLabs Plus for you Mac people that use Macs and have problems with everything that you touch. Okay? If you like being put on hold for an hour and a half, and if you can understand the person when they're talking, they'll help you out. I do not use Blackboard. Now, Tri-County Tech, being the T-Rex college that it is, thinks that Blackboard is cutting-edge technology, which high school students can hack into Blackboard, and it freezes up all the time, so I don't use it. So what I suggest you do, they will try to make you go through the MyLabs Plus link. I try to tell students to go to the MyLabs Plus actual website, and we'll get to that in just a minute. Pendleton, right quick, is there any extra chairs in there? I see 2. I think there are 2 behind you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, there's an extra chair up there if you need it. So if you want to use Blackboard, knock yourself out, but just don't whine when it crashes. And when does it crash? Anybody know when it crashes the most? All the time. During finals mainly. Murphy's Law and Blackboard correlate very well together. So if you have a teacher that uses Blackboard religiously, and they have a assignment due on the 25th, make sure you have that assignment done on the 24th and send it in on the 24th, because when will Blackboard crash? The day you need to turn it in. So make sure you make accommodations for Blackboard crashing. Please watch my first and second day videos. For those of you that's never had me before, those of you at Easley, please tell the lady on the right that, you know, she's in what she's in for. Those of you, 3 or 4 at Pendleton, please warn those people. Mr. Griffin, you're by yourself, man. I'm sorry. So you're just going to have to use Rate My Professor if it says any good stuff about me. And watch the first and second day videos. We will cover today's first day, and second day will be Thursday. I will put a video up. This will be called Math 130, 2019-20, and it'll be in chronological order with the other classes. So it'll be on the top row of my playlist, and you can go back and forth. If you miss a class, we'll talk about what happens if you miss a class. You can use the videos. I'll talk about that. Okay, I do suggest if you go through Blackboard and use the link, do it in a computer lab at Tri-County Tech. Then use the website to log on with MyLabs Plus, and I'll get to that in just a minute. All right, so everybody got my numbers there? These are all on your handouts and emails that I sent you that only 2 of you looked at. So they're all out there for those of you that actually read your emails. And if you didn't read your emails, I put them on MyLabs Plus just to piss people off. So those of you that use that excuse don't have that excuse anymore. What is it? I don't check my email. Freaking 2020. Got rovers on Mars and you're not checking your email. Yeah, whatever. Doesn't make any sense. Right, Jake? You check your email, don't you, Jake?
Of course.
Mm-hmm. Miss Billy, does he have his handouts in front of him?
No.
I didn't think so.
Wow. I memorized them.
Yeah, whatever. You think Clemson's going to be LSU and you can memorize all those handouts? I don't think so. All right, so here they are right there. So these take care of those excuses. 5 dead grandmothers, dog ate my homework. You know, I don't check my email. I put them right there for you. So you have them even after you use those excuses. So syllabus and handouts are right there. And there is your syllabus, your outline, Hubert's info, Hubert's locator, Hubert's class, academic calendar, Skype for business, YouTube, and MyLabs Plus. Those handouts, the most important is the outline. Make sure you print this outline out and put it in your notebook. Why? Well, it tells you what we're going to go over. And this is the outline of the class. So the videos are going to correspond to this. What I teach is going to correspond to this. The homework on MyLabs Plus is going to correspond with this. So, you know, if you're absent, if you know you're going to miss a day, if you miss a day and then come back, you know by the outline what we covered either before you left or before you were absent, or when you come back you see that we're on R5, then you know we did R4 last week. Okay? That's why you have to have the outline. The outline is the most important page that I give you. Make sure you print it out and put it in your notebook. Because after today, if you come to me and say, what will we be going over tomorrow? I'm going to look at you and say, I have no earthly idea. If I don't respond to your email or text, what does that usually mean?
The information's already out there.
The information's already out there, you just haven't read. Right, Jake?
Of course.
Syllabus, you can't read the syllabus because it's written for people in Columbia. So unless you're a Philadelphia lawyer, I would suggest just going all the way down to the bottom. The one bonus question that you're going to have on the test is right there. Let's write this down right quick, everybody, so nobody will miss it, even though 2 or 3 will. Tests are 80%. Test in the final or 80%? My 3 or 4 students in Pendleton, don't people miss my bonus questions?
Yes.
They do. They miss my bonus questions. I have people make 30s on tests that you can make a 60 on with the bonus questions. 20% of this test is 20% comes from homework. So you only have to worry about 2 things in this class. You have to worry about test and homework. That's it. Now the bonus question says 70% test, 10% quizzes, and 20% homework. The other option is 30, 30, 30. Now why should you not answer 30, 30, 30? It doesn't what? It doesn't equal 100, even though people choose 30, 30, 30. Okay, so that's the only thing out of the syllabus that's important. Of course, a grading scale, but that's the normal grading scale of anybody, pretty much, unless you're trying to cover up problems and try to make the grading scale different, and you got other problems in your school. That's the grading scale that you want to use. Okay? So the syllabus is not really that important. If it was written in layman's terms, it would be, but it's written in Columbia bureaucrat terms. So you got words like assessment and all that good stuff, and reflection, and just a bunch of words that really, just pumps up your ego and your status much more than anything else. Hubert's info. There's my information. I give you my cell number at least 4 or 5 times during the first 2 days of class. I have to be repetitive because I got a lot of guys in the class. Okay? Sorry, guys. 18 to 30, y'all know everything, so there's no sense in giving y'all this information. You already knew my phone number before I gave it to you. There's my directions to my office. I give you the directions to my office. Why do I give y'all directions to my office? So you don't ask me what? Where's your office? So if you ask me where my office is, I'll say I have no earthly idea. You do need to write down one thing though. If I'm not in AC 137, AC 211, which I really don't care too much for the people up there, so I'm never up there. So I stay in AC 137, this room right here, because I do my videos for my online class in here during the semester, so I just stay in here. Or you can find me in AC 202. So I'm either in AC 137 or AC 202. So write that down. And how do I know when you're in your office or when you're in AC 137? Well, that's what the locator's for. I know, I'm a bastard. I cover every one of your excuses. So now you know when I'm in my office, you know where my office is, and you know how to get in touch with me. So those are 3 excuses you can't what? Use. Of course, you don't need to find me too much. Jake, how many times did you need office hours last semester?
None.
So he's gifted and talented.
It's tough walking in a room and being the smartest guy.
Yeah,
Everywhere.
exactly, man. Shining. You're shining.
That's right.
All right, so the Hubert's info and locator, that's for your information. That's pretty straightforward. This is where I get into my class. Now, some of y'all seen this before. Some of y'all watched the first day of class, so you've seen it. But I really harp on that first one. Okay, I try to treat students the way I want to be treated. Pendleton has a problem with this one. Okay, Pendleton in the past has a problem with this, and I really, it really bothers me. Y'all think I don't know what's going on because I'm not in that room. Okay, I do know what's going on. When you watch your laptop all the time and you have earplugs in your, in your ears, that means you're watching porn or some movie or something. Okay, you're not. Oh, I'm sitting here doing homework. Yeah, whatever. All right. So don't insult my intelligence, Pendleton, please. Okay, you with me? And this stuff with your phone between your legs, that doesn't look appropriate to begin with. and behind your laptop, please don't insult my intelligence. Jake, you really need to go back to the mullet, bud. You need to go back to the mullet.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Next, I have a cell phone just like y'all do. I have a cell phone right here. And I think it's very hypocritical for me to tell you not to use your cell phone when I use my cell phone. Okay? My cell phone may go off in class. I don't have a heart attack. I don't expect for you to have a heart attack. Okay? But I do have a mother, I have a son, and I have a daughter. When they're not at DSS, I pretty much, get phone calls from them. So when I get a phone call from my mother, my daughter, or my son, that usually means, and they know I'm in class. Well, my mother calls me all the time. She don't read my locator card, so she just calls. But my son and my daughter, when they call, that usually means what? Something's not right. Same thing with y'all. If y'all get a call from your siblings, your mother, your father, and they know, notice I didn't say boyfriend or girlfriend, okay? Because they shouldn't even be calling you while you're in class, okay? If your mother or father or your siblings call you and you're in class, then that may be an emergency. I will take my phone and I will say, excuse me, I need to answer this, and I'll go out in the hallway and I'll answer it. Now, for some reason, Pendleton, in the past, y'all have had a problem with that. I don't know why. Maybe it's just rude. Maybe it's just not being respectful. I don't know what it is. But try not to follow the Pendleton, way. I know y'all are conditioned up there, and it is a different world up there, but try to be respectful. Think of it like this. If you was to come up to the TV monitor after class and ask me a question about a test, and I started talking to somebody else, or I started texting, or started using my cell phone while you were asking me a question, what would you consider that?
Rude.
Rude. So if that's rude, what's the difference in me talking and you texting while I'm talking? It's the same thing. So please, that takes care of those first three rules. All you need to do is step out. Now, if you have Bubba or Bubette, girlfriend, boyfriend, and they have a medical condition and they can't stop texting you, then you need to turn your phone off and you need to listen, or you need to leave the class. Okay, period. That's all I'm going to say about that. This is not an online class. I teach all during the class. I don't do busy work. I have already been tried. They're trying to put busy work on me in several of my classes, and I told them I'm not going to do it. Okay? They tried to get me to do a project in this class, a project in this class. I don't mind doing projects. I have problems doing projects for bureaucrats, where you got to do this and you got to do that and you got to do this, and I'm not going to do it. So I guess I'll retire early. But anyway, I teach during my class time. You do your homework and you do your test online at your time. And we'll go over more of that Thursday, or you can watch the second day of class from last semester, 109, or last spring. You can watch that, and it'll show you going into My Labs Plus, and we talk about that. Attendance policy. I do not drop anyone who, if I'm told to drop somebody, I will drop them. Now, why is that important? Because if you don't want to be in my class, what? Don't come to class. Now, I guess I don't know if I'm getting old and crotchety in my old age, but I'm getting a little bit tired of it, okay? And how do I know you don't want to be here? Well, 1, you're playing on your computer. 2, you're playing on your phone. 3, you're just sitting there looking like a zombie, not writing any notes, not writing anything. If you know the material that well, stay where? Stay at home, create a cure for cancer, help the world. Okay? Don't come to my class. Who is my class for? Who's had me before? Who is my class for? Is it for the know-it-alls or is it for the students that want to learn?
The students that want to learn.
Thank you. I appreciate the communication. All right? Pendleton, y'all might want to grab a hold of that. That's called communication. All right? Now, to make a long story short, you have the videos, you have the Skype capability. If you're one of these people that invented calculus, if you wrote the book that we're using right now, you stay at home and you just do it that way. Because I'm not going to listen to your mouth during my class. Now, Jake is always outspoken. You know, I have to really get him to talk. Jake, do we have fun in class?
Oh, yeah.
Okay? So some of y'all that's thinking I'm some kind of hard ass, I'm not. Because I expect to be treated like I treat you. And the only ones I have problems with, and I'll go into this, how many people have I thrown out in 25 years of teaching? Some of my former students. Do y'all remember how many?
1, 3,
3.
6.
3. 2 guys that had Napoleon complex. I don't know if it was hair, height, or the other, but they had Napoleon complex. And then I had one girl, she was just a bitch. Okay? And I just got tired of fooling with her and I told her to leave. Okay? 3 people in 25 years. And 2 of them had Napoleon complex and one of them didn't get along with anybody. If you want to be in that elite group, then I'll be glad to ask you to leave. But I haven't had any problems with it because we've always had fun in my class. We've always learned. Students always do well in my class. And if you don't want to be a part of that, I want you to stay home, Skype in, or do the videos. Because I'm not going to drop you. Now, if you don't do the work, then you get zeros, and at the end of the semester you get an F. But I'm not going to drop you. Now, if the school, the police department, Richard Campbell Nursing Home, if they come tell me to drop you, then I'll drop you. But I'm not going to drop anybody unless somebody tells me to drop you. Does everybody understand that? Yes. Somebody will email me and say, I've missed 3 days. Are you going to drop me? And I will not reply. So make sure you decide if you want to be in this class or you don't want to be in this class. Because you can drop till when? Tomorrow? So, and I guarantee you there's other people teaching math 1:30. Don't think you'll pass, but anyway. There's other things here. What?
I heard they're a lot more fun.
Oh, yeah.
And you learn more.
Yeah. Go right ahead, buddy. Knock yourself out. All right, there's a little bit right here. I'm not going to go through all of this because I think y'all can read. Just want you to know what makes my class fun. Let me just ask you this. The people that know me at Easley, one word to describe my class.
Unexpectable.
Unexpectable. Is that a
I
word?
think it's fun.
You suck.
Definitely a word.
What'd you say, Miss Billy?
I think it's fun.
It's fun?
Yeah.
Anybody else at Easley? All right, Pendleton, I know I got 3 or 4 of y'all. Y'all probably call me bastard, but anyway, go ahead. What one word to describe my class?
Fun, laid back, I guess.
Okay. Because I know 2 or 3 of y'all are up there already calling me names already. Okay? Because y'all think y'all have me figured out. I'm not figured out. The only people that I'm figured out to are the people that already know everything. Okay? The people that already know everything are going to say, I'm going to have problems with this guy. Okay? And if you're one of those people that people go into the bathroom when you walk down the hallway, then you might be one of those people. Anybody here got something to say? What one word for my class?
Effective.
Effective. Wow, I've never been told that before. I need to put that on Rate My Professor. Anybody got
He's
another
just
word?
trying to get brownie points.
Will you be quiet? How about you? You never say anything. Okay, you're going to continue not to say anything. Anybody else? Nobody had me before. Anybody? If I want one more word? Okay. Let me ask you this. Am I fair?
Yes.
Okay. As long as I'm fair, I'm good. All right, so that's a little bit about my class. If you want to hold with these, then you're good. If you don't, you got two options. Stay at home or drop. Okay? Academic calendar. 2 bonus questions come from this, so write it down. What do you think the 2 bonus questions are?
Last day of class.
Last day of class and the days for the final. There they are. I'll blow it up because Jake can't see.
Well, we can't see the calendar.
It says connection is not established.
Oh, my God. All right, I'm going to try to put it back in. Let me try it again. When did it freeze up?
Like 3 minutes ago.
Thanks. Thanks for telling me. All right, I just resent it. Pendleton, are you seeing everything that I'm doing?
Yeah. Yep.
Oconee?
Yeah, sure.
Yep. He easily has a problem with people running into telephone poles and cutting the optical cable up there. I don't know if they just drunk or what up there. I don't know what's going on up there easily. All right, easily, did it get better?
No. Did we hang up and then?
Yeah,
call
hang
us
up
back?
and I'll bring you back in, and it'll mess up everything. But I'll go ahead and X out, and I'll bring you back in. Hold on a second. This usually happens very, very few times, so Pendleton, don't bitch too much. It's gonna be okay. I can hear somebody up there at Pendleton right now. I've had a bad group of Pendleton classes, if you can't tell. Let's see. See, they don't say anything. You could sit there and call all the names in the book, and they just sit there and look at you. Conditioned.
Can you make the screen bigger?
How do you make it bigger? Put it in the camera. Here.
Okay, how's that?
That one on that side.
Why do y'all have
Yeah. See it
Jake
again.
working on the computer? He's gonna be pulling up porn sites. All right. See if it's presenting now. Oh God, they didn't turn the camera off now.
All right.
Yeah, it's that.
Okay. Miss Billy, you need to take over the technical aspect. Okay, do y'all see the dates now?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. All right, April 21st. That's on a Tuesday. Write that down, put it in your calendars. That is a bonus question that people will miss. Exams, the 22nd through the 28th. Write that down. This is the second most important page that you can print out. You should print this out, put it in your notebook with your outline. Why? So you won't ask me what? Do we come to class on this day? When's the last day of the test? Or when's the last day of finals? I'll just sit there and look at you like you don't know what planet you're on. Okay? Because I've given you that information. Question, gripe, complaint. All right? Skype for Business, YouTube, and MyLab Plus. Skype for Business. First of all, is Skype and Skype for Business the same? No. So if you text me one day and you say, Hubert, I need you to Skype me in for class, and here's my email, donaldduck@gmail.com. I'm not going to respond to you, and I'm not going to bring you in class because you don't have Skype for Business. The way that you get Skype for Business is to use your Tri-County Tech credentials. That means your Tri-County Tech email and your Tri-County Tech password. If you're using something else, then you either have Skype for Business, you went out and bought it, which is very unusual, or you're using Skype. And Skype will not interact with Skype for Business because it's a different animal. Okay? So, make sure you follow the directions in both handouts. I've sent you a couple of handouts that have how to get to Office Portal. And make sure you install Skype for Business before you text me. Okay? Miss Billy, did you Skype any last semester?
I didn't.
I thought you did. Did anybody Skype last semester?
I did.
Okay, you did? Did you have any trouble?
No, sir.
Wow, it's a miracle. You mean you just followed the directions and it worked? Wow. We got some people that break an anvil with a banana. Okay? They read the directions and they don't even know how to open a ham sandwich. All right. So make sure you know how to get. How do you text me? Well, here number 5. Text Hubert a few minutes before class with your first name and last name. Please do that. I'm not a female. I cannot read your minds, okay? I cannot say, okay, well, so-and-so's wanting to Skype in today. I only know that because I'm mentally connected, okay? You're going to have to let me know. And you don't let me know 3 hours before. You have to text me a few minutes before. And sometimes I remember to check my email, my text. Sometimes I forget. So you may have to call this AC 137 and say, Hubert, Skype me in, okay? Because sometimes I forget. When do you Skype in? Well, when do you think? Whenever you get a moment that you think you know everything, yes, Skype in. Or usually it's used for emergencies. Like if you're out of town and your flight is delayed and you're not going to be back before the next day we meet, then you can Skype in. Did I teach y'all from my conference last year? Or did I teach y'all from home last semester? Okay, nobody's going to talk to me. The students that I had in Math 109, did I ever teach y'all from a hotel room or my home?
No.
I haven't done that before, okay? Because I was at a conference. I can go, y'all can Skype in, and I can also teach class from a different place, all right? So it works both ways. In emergencies, that's when you want to use it. Now, those people that invented calculus, I want y'all to Skype in, And what is the difference between somebody that knows the material and somebody that's a jerk? The people that know the material usually keep their mouth what? Shut. Okay, that's the difference between the jerks and the ones that know the material. All right? So if you're one of those people, just Skype in, please, or watch the videos. All right, so that's all that. That's how you, I can't stress this enough because I'll get somebody to text me and say, how do I Skype in? And I don't text them back. Registering. This is where I talk about the website. There's the website right there. Write it down. Notice it doesn't say MyLabs Plus. It says tctc.MyLabs Plus. Write that down, everybody. If you don't have the handout, please write that down. Now, this is what I suggest you do before you start asking a bunch of questions. If you haven't registered on to MyLabs Plus yet, has anybody registered yet? Got on to MyLabs Plus yet? Anybody?
I tried, but it wasn't working.
Okay, when did you try?
Last night.
Okay, how about you?
I'm not in the class, but I have the MyLabs Plus, but I'm not.
That 110 was from last semester.
Yes, sir.
I don't understand why. Did you go
That's
through the
how mine's
Blackboard?
popping up.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
With
I
last
don't know
semester.
why. Did you just add the class?
About 5 days ago, and I
It
didn't
should
get the
be.
emails.
It should be. Okay. What'd you say, Miss Billy?
I said that's how mine's showing up. It's showing up the Math 111 from last semester on
Okay.
MyLabs Plus.
All right.
That's what mine was
I'll
doing.
have to see what's up with that. And did you go through Blackboard, the link?
Yes.
Miss Billy, you did? Okay. I'll have to check on that and ask. I don't know why it isn't kicking in. When did you add the class, Miss Billy?
Like last semester? Is that what you're talking
Okay.
about?
Okay, there must be some kind of delay on it. Okay, let's see what happens. First, go through the bridge. And when you go through the bridge, the reason I say that is Tri-County Tech, like I said, believes that Blackboard is cutting-edge technology. So they want all students to go through it. Why, I don't know. But that's why they put the bridge to MyLabs Plus there. They want you to go through that. I don't know if they keep in numbers or statistics or what, but they want you to go through that. I suggest that you do that through the lab. through the lab here at the Anderson campus, Pendleton campus, Easley campus, because it'll make it easier. Then, after you have logged on through the bridge and logged on after that, then you can use this website. Have you tried to use that website and type in your T number
Like
as a
not
password?
Blackboard.
No, you could try to go through tctcmylabsplus.com, use your username and then your T number for your password and see if that works. Miss Billy, try that also if you haven't. That's another thing. Write this down. Sometimes your password resets itself to your T number. Okay, let me give you an example. Let's say Miss Billy took Math 111 3 semesters ago and she hadn't been back. And then she comes back and takes 130 before she takes 140 next semester. Okay? The computer dumps her enrollment into MyLabs Plus, and it automatically, since she's inactive, it resets her changed password back to her T number. Did it work?
It worked, but it still didn't come up. Like my password stayed
I've got
the
to. Is this semester that biology? Is that anatomy?
Yes, that's
is that
this
this semester?
Yes, sir.
Okay, something's wrong with the course. I'll have to connect. I'll have to send an email to my department head and mention it because evidently something's not right. Because the actual course is there. Y'all look at it. My courses. There's y'all's course right there. 130, 10. 138, 137, and 136. So I don't know why it's not. There's the dates. I'll have to see. Maybe they haven't turned something on. Has anybody been able to pull up the 130 class?
I haven't looked.
I can't even log in through that website. I have to go through Blackboard.
I logged in, but it's still showing Math 111.
Okay. What'd you say?
Mine, like I've gotten on to Math 130, but it's like with the different teacher's name up top. Because I like.
Okay, so they haven't done something to my classes. Okay, thank you for telling me that. That's what's wrong. They haven't turned on my classes for some reason. I'll send an email after class. Okay, just hold off on doing that. I'll send an email after class, and hopefully by the time Thursday rolls around, y'all will be able to just check it periodically. But it may take. I would try it tomorrow. Okay, try it tomorrow. I'll send an email after class, and hopefully they haven't turned something on. Because if you're able to get on, and they have to do my classes different, because I teach 4 classes different. See how they're 4 different classes? They have to do stuff different with my classes than with your former teacher. And that teacher only has 1 class, so they just turned it on. Evidently, they haven't turned something on with these 4 classes, and that's why. So just bear with me and I'll get that fixed, okay? And you keep trying. I don't understand. Did you try your T number, Jacob?
Yeah, I did.
All right, keep trying. I don't know why it's doing that.
But
Okay,
I was saying
just
it's not secure.
try it tomorrow and I'll write an email after class. All right, let's move on. YouTube. Go to YouTube, pull up Hubert McClure. And when you pull up Hubert McClure, go down and pick that. And go right below my last name, hit playlist. And there are my courses for the last 6 years. Now, I highly suggest that all of you go through my Math Algebra 2 review. I suggest you do that this weekend. Now, my 109 students in here and my 110 students should be good to go. But go through. I don't give you a bunch of problems. All it is me teaching certain aspects. Hit the full playlist right there and pick the one that you suck at the most. Okay?
Is that the same pink shirt you're wearing?
No, it's
And that
not.
picture-
If you look, that pink shirt is darker than this pink shirt. Thank you very much.
Well, I can't believe you own
Is
2
that the
pink
same
shirts.
hat that you wear last year? What?
I can't believe you own 2 pink shirts.
Real men wear pink.
Hey, whatever
Men
helps you
with
sleep at
Napoleon
night.
complexes, they don't wear pink. All right. So if you suck at simply expressions or you suck at solving systems of equations, if you suck at the FOIL method, pronounce it however you want, completing the square. 109, should you be rusty on completing the square?
No.
You should not. Parent graphs, horizontal and vertical shifts, complex rational expressions. Y'all know I did this for the calculus class. I did this for y'all and for my 140 next semester. I just created every one of these videos over the break. Y'all supposed to give me an attaboy. Okay? And there's even some probability and statistics in there. And it's a review of basic trig. Of course, none of y'all will use it. Maybe one of y'all will, but anyway, there it is. If you want to look at the second day of class for last semester, or I think I taught this in the spring, there it is, view playlist. And there's the second day right there. Everybody with me?
Oh, yeah.
Review content. Now, when I get through with class today, I'll download this one, and it will be right here beside this 120, right here in the top left-hand corner. It'll be called Math 130 Fall 2019. Wait a minute. Right here. It'll be called Math 130. I'm not going to put all the sections because there's 4, y'all. So Math 130 Spring 2019. It'll be in this spot right here. Okay? Now, what are those videos used for? Those videos are used for predominantly 2 reasons. You don't understand something I went over in class, so you want to look over it again, or you miss class. So from here on out, you don't ask me, what did we go over in class? Because you have your outline and you have the videos. I'm the only one at the T-Rex Community College that does this. Okay? How long have I been doing it for? 6 years. And still nobody at this college does this. Now, am I saying that because I'm great? No, I'm saying it because these teachers need to get on the freaking ball. I mean, they need to get with the program. I mean, really? I've been doing this for 6 years and not one single teacher has, it just blows my mind. So there is no way that you can fail my class. Do I have people fail my class? Yep. And you might want to watch Live PD because they may show up on there. Anybody ever watch Live PD?
Columbia's on there a lot.
Yep, Richland County. I stayed at a couple of those hotels in the past. Now they're like crack hotels now. That one right there at the package store. That one right there at the big, is it Scrooge's? I think it's Scrooge's, or it's the big package store. There used to be a hotel right there beside the corner pocket, little bar right there. And there was a hotel there, and it was real nice at one time, but now it's like it's on Richland County. Every single Live PD there at that hotel. So, oh well. But yeah, I'll make my son watch it every semester. I mean, every Friday and Saturday night. If he's not there, I'll record it and we watch it the next week. Because he's in junior high, I want to keep him away from the dumbasses. What?
Y'all don't watch football on Saturdays?
We watch it all day Saturday.
LSU's going to beat Clemson.
We watch SEC.
Hey,
I watch the SEC because that's the one that's most competitive.
Absolutely.
We don't watch the All Cupcake Conference.
Whatever.
I'm just giving you a hard time, Jake. Remember, I give to Clemson. Unfortunately, I give every year. So I'm behind the team and the coaches. I just can't stand the fans. No offense.
Hey, am I an annoying fan?
No, you're not an annoying fan. You're a supporter. There's a difference. A supporter you can have a discussion with. A fanatic is not real. And they'll fight you over a football team. That's ridiculous. Them people ain't got no sense. They need medication. All right. Anybody got a question of the videos? Now let me ask some of y'all that's never had me before. Have you ever had a teacher post their videos on YouTube?
Tom Ritchie.
Yeah.
What'd he say?
Tom Ritchie.
Where? Where's that?
On YouTube, look it up. He's a history teacher at Seneca.
I'm trying to see who's talking. Who's talking?
Okay.
Okay,
Oconee,
okay.
the only person here.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see. I was looking at Pendleton. I thought you were coming from Pendleton because they were moving and the sound bar was moving while you were talking. I'm sorry. Where does he teach?
He teaches at Seneca.
At Seneca High School.
Yes, sir.
Well, good for him. I'm glad that. What subject does he teach?
All the AP history courses.
Well, good for him. My daughter is at Clemson, and she's a senior in history, and she's going to be taking. So that's a great thing. His name's Tom Ritchie.
Yep. He has is it 60,000 or 160,000 subs now?
I think that's great. Anyway, because like I said, if you ever meet somebody that has failed my class with a 60 or below, step away from them slowly. Okay, because either they got dumbass disorder or they got lazy ass disorder, and you don't want to fool with either one of those. I'm serious. I'm dead serious. There is no way a student can fail my class. But do we have them?
Yeah.
Yes, we do. I think out of our 109 last semester, didn't we have like 25 students in there altogether? Or 20? We had about 4 fail.
Probably from Pendleton.
Jake, you need to go up there and set those Pendleton people straight again. No, he came here, didn't he? Why don't you go up to Pendleton, Jake?
Well, there was free biscuits last time at Anderson. That's why I
Is that
came.
what it was? The biscuits?
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's go make fun of some teachers.
Stop the recording.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you for reminding me. Stop.